Everyone, just a really quick tip on these if you're doing your BFE. Look at that filthy thing, eh? Whoa, that was a lot easier to get off the second time. I'll go find that. Give that insulation a good clean up. These glow plugs can stay in this dirty old engine. We'll put some nice new ones in. This pulley, I want to talk about that. This was the hardest one we've had to get off. Now, I know between us, how many of these will we remove? Can we say thousands? Yeah, we can easily say thousands, yeah, hundreds of thousands, whatever. We'll just say be modest, yeah, we've done a few, a couple of dozen. Anyway, look, for many years, these for me were easy to get off early days, 10, 15 years ago, never really had an issue. But we do provide the BFE kit, but I just want to warn you, because it comes with a chem seal, and I say in the videos, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, because rarely do they leak, just like this one's not leaking. That's not a leak. There's no mess down here. If there's any mess here, that's from people overfilling the oil at the oil filler and it's running down the front, or maybe there's some other leaking going on because people have worked on it before. Point is, cam seal's in behind there. You can have a look at it now that we've got it off, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, the reason is, like I said, we've had a few stuck, just like a few people have had a few stuck over the years, and they seem to be getting worse. 305K, 2012, it's 12 years old. We don't care about this because the new engine comes with a shiny brand new one, which comes in handy, especially this one. You want the plastic backing plate because, as you can see, the new engine didn't come with it, so we did need to get this off to get that. Now, there's a couple of different ways to do it. Generally, I'll use an old timing belt and just leave it on there, and you can just gently tap on the rubber, and because of the taper here, it just pops off. They just come off so easy. I've always said, mate, they never had a problem getting off. They're easy, right? But we've had a couple of stuck ones, let's just say, being modest again, and generally still tapping around a bit. And like I like to leave the old belt on there so you don't damage your pulley, don't hit it hard, you don't want to bend it. You can try rubber mallets, but they just sort of bounce off. So I prefer the heavy hammer, but with that bit of rubber protection. And generally, most of the time they come off. But my point is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Then you won't need to take this off. If you're doing a Hilux water pump conversion, you're going to need to take it off and all the backing plate and everything to put that one-piece pump. So be prepared for this in case this happens. I think I've got a spare one somewhere, or a couple. We might have some spare ones, but this is something that you don't normally need. It's not provided in the kit. So be prepared if you do that BFE job that you could get stuck. You might need a puller, okay? So if you get a little puller, it's not so easy because you've got your plastic cover on here and the clearance behind the puller. So you need a kind of the right size puller with some little claws that just fit in behind there, and then you'll pop it off that way without damaging it, hopefully. But once again, depends how hard you have to pull, how hard you have to pull on here. But in our case, I went bugger the puller. I don't really care. I want to see how this is to get off. We're spraying it, we're tapping it, we're spraying, we're tapping it. It was an absolute animal, and I could have got a puller out and it might have come off easier. Never bothered using a puller on one of these, but I just wanted to keep hitting it harder and harder, and I was working my way around it every other direction, and the thing was unbelievable. And you can just actually see how much I've smacked the nuts off it, right, to get it to come off. Bit of entertainment anyway, and it's just a warning that most of them will come off. Avoid taking it off if you can, and be prepared to spray it early. If you think you're going to need to take it off, get some spray in the front and the back there. And like I always say, if you're working on an engine, always crack that loose, that bolt, while the timing belt's still in place, so you can't actually turn the top of the engine and the bottom at different time, because we don't want the valves hitting the pistons. There's some info and tech tips. Hopefully that helps. If you need a BFE kit, just follow the information in the playlist on the videos, BFE kit information and how to buy my kits, and just send me that. The only way to contact me is to send me that text message. Make sure your iMessage isn't sending in blue, because I won't receive that. There's an issue at the moment with a recent update where a lot of messages aren't coming through because of that technology of iMessage. I recommend just turn it off. Just go into your settings on your Apple phone, go into messages, and there's an iMessage, and you just tick it off, and then you'll know you'll be receiving on text messages, and it should be in green. But you can do whatever you want. Just letting you know, if you want to contact me, text message, it needs to send in green. Thanks for listening. Catch you in the next video. See ya.